Okay, I want to share a new piece that I just received yesterday from a very talented artist, Leah Salazar. Her and her partner make some fantastic things, just incredible. But I'm going to just take a quick scan. This is some of my stuff. Some of you have seen some of these things. They're little, kind of little treasures of mine. And I'm going to show you a couple of things. I haven't shown anybody any of that. So there's, of course, a couple of paintings that I did. And I'm going to take some close-ups. But this is kind of something that is new. Well, actually, it's old. They're, I guess, maybe close to 25 years old. Now, I'm going to take some close-ups. Okay, you can tell how old I am. Those are for a projector, well, kind of a carousel. Anyway, so this is kind of some of images I took from the museum with Lauren. So when she was a little girl, like maybe almost 6 or 7, and she did a lot of stuff at the museum. And this is something I got from my friend Joe Koch, which is kind of special to me. Anyway, so Karen is an unusual person, and she enjoys things that are not the norm. And I'm going to explain some of these things too. So she enjoyed unusual things, so I try to find, I didn't want to do the flowers and candy thing occasionally, but for anniversaries and birthdays, I would get this. This is an Anasazi, ancient ones, the Indians, of a corn cob. You can see the little kernels there. And this is actually an Anasazi drill bit. So you can see and if you really look at this thing, they have a little bit, it's not like a spear point, but it has a little bit of a twist in it, slightly. And there's 2 of them there. Now, I have to explain. Let's see if I get close to this. See the textures? This is not real. Like I said, I was a sculptor, model maker, designer, scientific illustrator, but I was also a nature faker. So these are taken from a mold off a real one because we had to put them on display and we just couldn't take the chance of somebody taking them. So if you look at this one, see, I don't want to get too close, and the real one, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like I said, I was a nature faker. But she also liked exotic boxes, and that's why all these are all different. So these are Polish handmade boxes that I got at the museum. They are like precision pieces you cannot believe. So you can see, I hope you can see, they fit like a glove. You can see how tight they are, and they're all inlaid. This is another kind of model thing here. You can see but this is another container. But inside this, you can see that. Let me pour it out. Is an acorn. Of course, like I said, I'm a nature faker. And if you were to see this thing from close up like this, you would not be able to tell the real one from the fake one. And we had put this on some of these on display for the Native American Hall, and that was my job, was to make these. But it's a really cool model. And this is another kind of crazy container. So it's a slider, but when you pull it out, a little snake comes out. So that was a cool one. And here's the one from Joe Koch. So this is like 300 or 400 million years old. It's a trilobite, but you can see the trilobite here, but it's also like a mold, an impression. So this is it. When it died, it just kind of was like made it into a rock, but it just, when they cracked it open, they found it in there. So that's another little treasure. This is another one of those Polish boxes. And I kind of just love the detail and the craftsmanship. But again, it's just precision beyond belief. And those are my newest additions. Those are from Africa, where they wash the flip-flops that crop up. So you can tell that they're layers and layers, and they hand carve these. I showed this before, but a lot of people haven't seen much of my stuff. So this is the newest edition, and this is the first one I got. And I'm going to show you the latest edition from Leah Salazar that I got. I'm going to get a close-up of this. So this is, when I saw this, it was like I was going to stop at 3. And when I saw this, and it was just like, oh my God, this is so cool. Anyway, these are all handmade. You can see the white sclera of the eyes, and they're perfect. But also, these are handmade, and this thing comes off. And this is handmade too. So that's my newest addition. And then kind of just really good detail on the eyes. Of course, that one of my friends thought, these are scary things. And this is the one I had her commissioned. Edward Scissorhand. So it's kind of like really cool. Anyway, so these are some of the other things. I still have my baskets from Africa that are hand woven with telephone wire that are so intricate. This is some extra stuff here because my little crazy woman already chewed up 3 remotes. So I had to replace them, so I keep them like above everything. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that. I never took a close-up of that. And that is a bento box back there. When I was in Japan, they gave me so many gifts as a guest. I have a lot of stuff. So